this is Pete, or Kenshin1913, along with
Mom.
And this is another Cooking with Kenshin1913. What are we going to be making today?
Pasta salad.
Actually, I don't eat it, but it's going to be good anyways.
It's very versatile, and we happen to do a lot in the summertime, but you can make it all year. Okay, the main thing for pasta salad, of course, is going to be your pasta. Now, the important thing to do is to make sure whatever amount you're using, if you're doubling it, as I'm going to do today, that you use the same type of pasta because it has a cooking time which is the same. And I usually like to use the Tricolor, as you can see. And I'm using 2 different kind. I like to have that variety in it.
But they have the same cooking time.
But they have the same cooking time because they're by the same company.
Okay.
But you can use any kind of pasta that you choose. This also can be a gluten-free meal because you can use the gluten-free pasta and just add all of your vegetables. You can also, with this recipe, substitute the pasta. You can do rice. You can do couscous, and I also done it with an orzo macaroni that's a 3-color. So you've got a big variety to choose from. And what we're going to add to it is peas, green beans, olives. We're going to break them up, and I have a smorgasbord of things that I'm putting in mine: carrot, green pepper, yellow zucchini, green zucchini, radishes. Then what my seasoning is and broccoli. My seasoning is a good season, the dry mix. So you buy that in a packet or a box. Olive oil, red wine vinegar, and a little bit of black pepper. So the time that it takes to make this and prepare for it is actually cutting all your vegetables up. And then you're just going to get your water boiling for your macaroni or your rice or whatever you're using.
Which we have boiling.
And then we'll show you how to assemble it all. Okay, so here we have our rolling boiling water, which has been salted. And we're going to add our pasta. Be careful when you're adding it because it can boil up on you.
So, my mom's making this, and it's, she's doing,
these are 2 12-ounce packages, the colored macaroni.
And she's doing, what is it? She's doubling the recipe because, my sister's needs it for something, so. What you want to do if you only want to make half of this.
You would use 1 box.
Well, yeah, if you're just going, or if you're, if you're having a big party, this is something really good to bring.
You could even make more.
Yeah.
So we're going to let this boil for a little bit. It wants to be al dente, so when you're tasting it, it wants to be on the harder side because it's going to be sitting in with all the vegetables and the oil and vinegar, and you don't want it to be a mushy macaroni. Okay, our macaroni is cooked, well drained.
Al dente.
Al dente.
So the longest thing to do here, like you said, is prep.
The prep. Now what we're going to do, so that the macaroni won't stick, we're going to add a little bit of our olive oil. So it's probably 3 tablespoons or so.
Yeah.
Going to mix that a little bit in there so that the pasta won't stick together. Now see how nice that looks because it's the 3 kind. If you don't like the 3 kind, you can just use the 1.
Yeah.
But as I said, this is very, very versatile. So you can add anything that you like into this. We even have a friend who makes one. She doesn't add the vegetables. She chops up nice thick cubes of cheese, pepperoni, and mixes that in with the dressing.
Yeah.
And so she doesn't use a lot of vegetables.
Yeah, that one's not bad. So now we're adding the peas.
And as I said before, you can add chickpeas into it, which will make it some extra protein.
Yeah. So we just added the peas from the can. You could use fresh peas, but you probably have to cook them, maybe?
No, you can use fresh ones. You could even use frozen ones, because sometimes if you put them, you defrost them and you put them in at the bottom with the hot pasta, they'll cook. All the rest of the vegetables are all fresh, not cooked. And actually, if you make this the day before or the night before you're going to use it, it's even better, because all the flavors meld together with the dressing. And it just is, and this is great left over, you know, for days.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry as much with this because there's no mayonnaise or anything in it. So it could be left out a little bit.
So where did you learn how to make pasta salad?
Oh, I don't know. I think I went to a picnic one time and somebody had it there. And I said, gee, that's an easy thing to make.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to start doing it too when we have parties. But some people, like, as I said, like it all winter long. They make a you know, and use it when they go to lunch, and they put a scoop of tuna with it, or, you know, chicken salad, or some rolled up turkey breast.
Yeah, now what's the difference between this, sorry about these camera movements, what's the difference between this and the macaroni salad?
Macaroni salad usually is the one with mayonnaise.
But it has similar ingredients?
No, usually macaroni salad has a little bit of onion, could have a little bit of celery, chopped up fine. Some people put tuna fish in it, some people put boiled egg in it. So that, again, that's another versatile recipe, but that's usually done with mayonnaise as the dressing part.
Yeah, I don't think there is any one, you know, like one permanent recipe for pasta salad, you know what I mean? Like everyone sort of has their own version of it.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it. You put whatever you like in it. Whatever you have around, you know, you don't have to go out and buy specifically extra stuff for it.
Yeah, because I always got confused when you were making pasta salad and macaroni salad, because I was like, I don't know what the hell any of this stuff is. And most of this crap, not that it's crap, most of the stuff that you put in the ingredients, I'm not a huge fan of anyways. Like radishes, although maybe I should try them. I'm not a fan of olives, don't like them. So now we're putting good seasoning packets, which are, they're salad dressing mixes, but they're actually amazing because you can use them for salad dressing, of course. You can use them for pasta salad. My mom likes to use them for pasta salad. I actually like to use them when I'm marinating a chicken. I'll put it in this with olive oil and vinegar, let that marinate for a little while, and then you put it on the grill or cook it, and it's yummy.
So in here, I don't add any extra salt because there's some extra, there's salt in the dressing itself. I do add a little bit of extra pepper.
But yeah, it looks yum. If I didn't hate olives and some of the, I don't really like zucchini too much if it's not cooked. So.
All right, so now I'm going to add some more olive oil, probably about a half a cup. I'm sorry, I just eyeball this stuff, so.
Yeah.
And even if there's a little bit extra in there, the pasta is going to absorb it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do my red wine vinegar. Some people even add a splash of balsamic vinegar.
Yeah, now balsamic is more.
You got to be careful with that because
sugary.
it could be also much stronger.
Yeah.
And you don't need quite as much.
So yeah, balsamic vinaigrette is a little more sugary, right? Because it kind of caramelizes more. I know when I cook with it, you know, vinegar sometimes doesn't like caramelize like balsamic, but. So yeah, you just gotta mix it all up. So it's actually a fairly, I guess this is like a fairly healthy meal, sort of, or at least a side, because again, all these fresh vegetables. You got, you know, olives, carrots, all this good stuff. So, what are you doing now, Ma? Just making sure everything's
is
incorporated.
Yeah, and see this. I don't know if you can see it, but it really almost soaked up. There's a little bit of the oil and vinegar at the bottom, so that's why you just keep mixing it, because the warm pasta is going to absorb that. And we're dumping stuff out of the. So, as I said, the longer this sits, the better it's going to taste, because all this flavor just melds together. So, you know, either if you're doing it for that particular day, do it real early in the day, or the day before, even the day before that, because it does really taste so much better when it all kind of sits.
So that's basically
it.
So let's plate it and eat it.
Okay, here we are with our finished pasta salad. Pete's got the big tray, and I've got the nice little portion here. And I'm going to eat it because I absolutely love this, and I could eat this for my lunch all the time, or my supper. So you get the not soft pasta, but then the crunchies of the other vegetables. And the different flavors and textures, along with that little bit of tangy because of the dressing.
Yeah.
So it complements a lot of different things.
Yeah, and like we said, perfect for cookout or anytime, really. So yeah, if you want to get yourself a great, awesome Cooking with Kenshin1913 apron, go to Etsy. The link is below. But yeah, this has been P. Kenshin1913, and my mom, of course. And this has been another Cooking with Kenshin1913.
Enjoy and happy eating.